Now I know what you're thinking. That took a long time. It only took a long time. Only seems like it took a long time because I was explaining it all. What's up, everyone? Miss Lyric here, and today I am doing another makeup tutorial, but this time we're doing makeup for everyday wear / makeup for work. Now, if I am being honest, I am not a person that really goes out like, oh, I think that's a tree. I'm like, what is like hanging outside my window? But if I'm being honest, I am a person that kind of I'm starting to like get more comfortable wearing makeup like out in the world. I love doing my makeup as far as like for videos and stuff. I love to experiment. I love to like mess with like different looks and do different art on my face or whatever. I'll put a couple examples on the screen. And I just love kind of playing with it at home. I'm not a person, usually when I go to work, I'm like this, bare face, whatever, because like, I don't know, I don't think people are staring at me, so I hope they're not. But I do kind of wonder what it would be like if I go to work with like makeup on my face. I think that would be fun. I'm not trying to knock anybody that does wear makeup to work, because I know there are certain workplaces where you do and you can, and it's dope and whatever. But for me, I can pretty much wear what I want. Like I don't really have to go to work in like a skirt or a dress or anything like that. So like I try to be as minimal as possible, because I don't know, I just yeah. And then on top of it, why am I rambling? I feel like I'd end up being really late to work trying to do my makeup every day. So that's just me. But this tutorial is what I would do on my face if I were to like go to work with a little bit of makeup on, you know what I'm saying? So this is everyday work makeup. We'll figure out how I'm gonna title this, but you see the title, so that's what I titled it. Further ado, let's get into the video. First, I will start by going in with the Porefessional face primer. You always have to start with a primer, right? And depending on how long your day is gonna be, how long your work day is, how many hours you'll be at work, it's still, you know, you still gotta put on your primer. And you know, it's good because I believe that it not only protects your skin, but like it also doesn't make your makeup last longer. And you just rub that primer all around your face. It is a hydrating primer, so it definitely will make your skin look more smooth and fabulous. So the only con to the hydrating primer is that it does dry up a bit on your face. So I do catch myself having to like brush it off a little bit. That's my only con. But other than that, I pretty much like it. Me personally, I've really been into like more bolder looking brows lately. Like I also love my natural, you know, brows. It's kind of brushing them up a little bit. But I do like a bold look. So if you want to go to work with like a bold brow look, that's cool, because like that's really all you need. Like the rest of your face could be whatever, but if you got some good looking brows, you straight. So we're gonna go in with our 24-hour brow setter, and what this does is it really keeps your brows in place. So you can kind of see the difference between the brows. This is the one I brushed out with the brow setter, and this one I have not. And I really like the brushed out look, and this is my first step before going in with like, I usually do this before filling in my brows. Going with a really thin brush, and this is a angled liner and brow brush. So this is perfect for the brows. You can see there's a little slant at the end, and I'm gonna go in actually with an eyeshadow, with a black eyeshadow, and start filling in. And I usually start at the ends of my brows, so like at the end. And at first it might seem a little bit too dark, but I have a technique for that. A line underneath the brow and above it, and then I fill it in looking like. And I just love the process of doing brows. Like, I just find it so fun. So we're gonna fill it in, going from the back to the front, and just kind of start going in with the same amount of eyeshadow that's on the brush. I really don't add too much more as I start getting to the end of it, but yeah. And I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of powder, and it's the e.l.f. Corrective Yellow powder. I'm actually gonna try to grab the tiniest bit of powder. You can't really see, but it's like a bright yellow. And I'm kind of just gonna place it everywhere on top of the brow, literally, because my worst fear is sometimes that my brows are a little bit too dark. So like, you can already see the difference. I'm literally just kind of like patting in all that powder, and I already feel like you can tell that they're slightly like, they're not as like bold, but they're bold. That's what I do. You don't have to do that step if you don't want to. It just depends. But like, I know that sometimes my brows have been a little bit more deep than I wanted them to be. So I realized recently actually that putting powder on it actually helps it like lighten up a little bit. One of my favorite parts, we are going to go in with the Fenty Beauty concealer. Look how pretty that is. $4.40. This is a new bottle, finally, or new tube, because the last one I had was running out for a while. I would manage to get some out, but whatever. This one's slightly lighter. I meant to get the same shade. I got it in $4.50 the last time. This is $4.40, but it still looks pretty good. Concealer, you just go right underneath the brow, and I kind of just put whatever is on here on the little applicator. Put it on my eyes and everything, and we are going to blend it out, but I'm also going to put a little bit above my brows. And looking clean. I love them. Now we're going with some eyeshadow. I'm actually going to use the Natasha Denona. I'm sorry, I'm probably really getting her last name wrong, but and the Biba Palette. Yeah, some of these words I can't pronounce, but I love these shades because I feel like it's the perfect, like, these are the perfect like neutral, just pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Neutral, natural looking shadows, and they're really blendable. And aren't they just pretty? Like, I don't know if you can see YouTube. You know, with this dark brown-ish color, and just kind of going into my crease with it. Remember, this is a work look, so like, I feel like it depends on how you trying to go to work though. Like, if you're going to work to impress somebody, then you might want to do something a little bit more glam. But you want to go looking pretty normal, pretty natural, this is the way to go. One thing that you need to understand about me is that I am a person that really likes a smoky look. It gives mystery, and it gives what's on her mind, his mind, like what's on that person's mind. Like, what is it? I don't know if that person's having a bad day, or a good day, a great day, a okay day. Like, you just know that, they're mysterious today. Going in with this color in the middle, it is like a tannish color. It's not shimmery at all. This one is the shimmery one. And we might put that in the corner of our eye. Oh, I accidentally went to the shimmery one. Putting in the corner of my eye. And it's real pretty. Like, it's real pretty. It blends really beautiful with the brown. The tiniest bit of shimmer in my tear ducts, my eye, because I think that'll be really pretty. And flick sticks. Basically what they are is it's eyeliner, and there's two ends to it. One of them has the little wing already like shaped for you, and then the other side is so that you can fill in the wing, if you can see that. And I love these things very much. So let me do this. This one's for the left eye. I always start with the right for some reason. I think it's because I'm right-handed. It's just easier. Wing looks like, and now we're gonna fill it in. Ooh, that is pretty. Riri again with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. It's not Pro Filter. I always call it that. What? Oh no, I'm thinking of the concealer. This is the full frontal. Oh my gosh. I think it's because of the L's. You know, like in the word. So I'm not the greatest at eyeliner, but I think these came out okay. I'm gonna live with it. I usually, so if you're wondering if I'm going to put on my lashes right after this, I usually don't do my lashes to the very end because those probably take the longest, like longer than everything else, because I cannot stand putting on falsies. Like, I can't stand it. Like, it's so hard for me to, like, yeah, especially with my nails, these claws. Yeah. Beauty mascara, because it really does give you more volume and it does lengthen your eyelashes. So yeah. So if you're a person like me that doesn't really like it require like falsies or whatever, and sometimes you just feel like going out with your you know, your natural lashes, but you still want some volume, you still want some length, Fenty Beauty is a good one. And yeah, but I am going to put on some falsies later because I want to show y'all how good it can look. Next up is foundation. Now I go in with the Milk Makeup foundation. Now if you are looking for a more, I would say full coverage, medium to full coverage foundation, then I think this would be good. There are a lot of lighter coverages out there. Coverages, is that even a word? But yeah, you could pretty much do something pretty light, well, not light, but like medium with this as well, because it just depends on how full out you go. So I usually put quite a few lines of it on my face, lines of the foundation on my face before I blend it out. And yeah, so this one's a good one if you're looking for more full coverage. But if you're looking for more of a lighter coverage foundation, there's some really good ones out there. But I would say, yeah, this one's more medium to full. I hear NARS and like NARS. I think NARS has a really good one. I really do like Milk Makeup though. I think they have some really good products and I really like their foundation. By the way, this foundation is the easiest to blend out with a brush. If you try to blend it out with a sponge, I've tried a dry sponge, I've tried a wet sponge, and it works eventually, but like it does take a long time. So if you want to go faster, and of course, like especially if you don't have much time before work to get ready, definitely make sure you grab a brush to blend it out, because it doesn't blend out very fast with a sponge. Trust me, I've tried. Important step that I forgot, and you don't have to do this step, it's not really that essential, but if you want to add some brightness underneath your brow bone to kind of add like a little bit of a something, usually go with another concealer. I just so happen to have a very bright concealer by Milani, Conceal Perfect Concealer. I got this, I believe, from Walmart. Very, very inexpensive. So I usually add a little bit underneath my brow bone. I actually usually go in with I think I have another Wet n Wild concealer. That's the one I usually actually go in with. But I put like one little dot underneath my brow bone, like right underneath the brow bone, and I blend it out. As you can see, it added a little bit of brightness underneath my brows. And to me, that just takes up the brow game like 10 notches. We're going to go back in with the Fenty Beauty concealer and the shade 440. I'm going to put some of it underneath my eyes. And not a lot, because this is like for everyday wear. And we are trying to do the minimum. So, you know, because you want to still look natural. So I'm going to put some in the corner of my eyes. I usually add some at the wing and then down the center of the nose. right here, like where what is that called? The widow's peak? What is that called? And then the chin, just to brighten up these areas. And sometimes I even add some on my forehead, but I might skip that. And before I blend that out, we are going to grab our Fenty Beauty. I know I have a lot of Fenty. I'm so proud. Shade Espresso. And there's actually a video of me, like, when I bought this product. I took a trip to Ulta Beauty for the first time. So go look for that video on TikTok. It's real funny. Kind of cute. But yeah. So I don't know why I keep closing it. You warm it up on the back of your hand. That's what Rihanna said to do. And then you literally put some, I put it really high now. I used to put it a lot lower, but there's this new thing going around where like people are, you know, it's really about the lift. So you really want to put it higher instead of your face looking like droopy. So you put it like a little bit above your cheekbone, like that. And I kind of put it a little bit far down though, like right there. And then I put some on the side of my nose. And then definitely underneath the chin. Right there. And then last but not least, on the forehead. I put two of those swipes of it right there. And just when you thought we were done, we're going to go in with some Wet n Wild lipstick. And I usually put just a few dots above where I put the, what did I call it before? It's contour. And now for the fun part, we blend. So I'm actually going to take my purple sponge and start blending. And I kind of start blending everything together. Actually, I should probably start with my concealer because that dries quicker. After we have blended that all out, I go back in with my e.l.f. powder. And we use it to brighten up the under eye. But just like before, I'm going to use minimal because, you know, more of a natural finish. At least we're trying. It's kind of hard because I'm having too much fun. So I might have put more of something than I had to or I needed to, but now's the perfect time to go in with the lashes. If you want to go in with lashes, you can. If you don't, you don't. Like I said, if you want to go in with more of a natural look, then this is perfect. Like, whoa, after we blend in the powder and stuff, like, it's pretty much good. You can add some gloss or something, but I'm in this case going to add some lashes, but I'm going to add the smallest lashes I have. I've literally never done my lashes so fast, like, ever. I think one's coming up though. 2, 3. Now we are going to brush the powder away. And then we're going to add our blotting powder. You guessed it, the Fenty Beauty blotting powder. It's the Invisimatte, I believe is what it was called. Yes, Invisimatte. And there's already an applicator in it. And all I do is I take some, see my ring light? And I'm going to put it some on my chin, put some underneath my eyes, right where the setting powder was. And then I'm going to put some, basically all in my T-zone to really set this look. I love it so much. 2 more steps. I'm going to go in with my wet oil in Dip, I believe it is, by Kosas. And I'm going to put it on my lips. I love this so much. It's so pretty. Now this step is completely optional, but I'm going to go in with my Thrill Me palette. It has some very, very pretty shimmery shades in it. And I'm going to go in with the silvery. Literally, added a highlight on my nose, just like that. I love to do that. You don't have to do that, but I love highlight. Then finally, last but not least, is the Urban Decay setting spray. And this stuff is very strong, so I just and then we are done. That is the look. That is our workday look. Now I know what you're thinking. That took a long time. It only took a long time. It only seems like it took a long time because I was explaining it all. But I promise you, it really doesn't take that long. Give yourself maybe an extra 40 minutes if you want to do all of these steps. Remember, a lot of them were optional. Like the highlight underneath the brow bone, completely optional. I mean, they're all optional. But some of them I find essential. Like doing, of course, the eyeshadow. I find it essential. But it's a very simple eyeshadow look. And pretty much doing the lips, foundation, all that, like the base, that depending on how new you are to this. If you're a beginner, it might take you a little bit longer, but if you've been doing your makeup for as long as I've been doing it, a few years now or more, then it shouldn't take you too long. But yeah, so this is my everyday work look. This is what I would wear. This is what I would do if I had to go to work with makeup on. But like I said, I'm more of a person that goes natural to work, like whatever. If I go to a special occasion though, now I do add a little bit of something. I'm more of a special occasion person when it comes to makeup. As far as going to work though, if I were to do my makeup before work, like I know a lot of people probably do, I would do this look. So let me get closer. Ugh, it's stunning. I love it so much, and I hope that you do too. I hope that you'll try out any of the products that I mentioned in this video. If you would like to shop the products that I mentioned in this video, they will all be on my Bendable profile. You can literally click it and it takes you to the actual website to buy the products. So you should definitely check out my Bendable. It'll be linked in the description. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what you think, and let me know if you would try this.